Speaking of money, and man, does Vegas like money. Vegas is taking Mayweather versus McGregor bets.
Yeah.
I'm always interested in this because I'm a sports bettor because at 25 years old, I definitely don't have anything better to spend my money on. That's not true. Regardless, there's two quotes, we'll read them back to back because they're taking big money bets on a fight that hasn't been booked. This would be me betting on the Cavs to beat the Warriors next year.
But you gotta get in early, man. You don't want to get in once it's all been set in from the bets.
That's true, and there is some stipulations. Boom, in mid-February, when hype about the fight intensified, the Westgate SuperBook made Mayweather a giant minus 2,500 favorite, with McGregor paying back 11-1. I want to explain what Mayweather's favorite is after this. The SuperBook has already taken more than 10 grand on this fight, which in Vegas numbers is nothing.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's nothing.
Nothing, which is by no means official. The book stipulates that the fight must be a boxing match and must take place before May 13th of 2018, or all bets will be refunded. There have been 0 bets placed on Mayweather to win the fight. And a lot of people
What's the point?
See, why? Well, look, that's not because they think McGregor is gonna win. What it means is you have to pretty much bet $1,000 to get negative 25 return. You're pretty much betting $1,000 to still lose $200. That's not how the math actually works, but it's what you almost have to do. Why people are betting McGregor is, well, shit, if I put $1,000 on 11-1 odds and he wins, what an investment. I just don't get why they would even take bets for something that hasn't even happened yet.
Because it helps. Because once you see this build up, I mean, we know how
look at the money
gambling world is. It like, oh, this is we already knew. It's not like they didn't know. But the hype of this is like, you know how much more money can be made from this? How many more people are gonna be interested in watching this? Because by the way, I've never purchased a pay-per-view event. I've watched a few in bars or whatever, but I would watch this fight. Strictly based on, because the number of people, and I wouldn't even bet on it, but the number of people that have bet on it, I like watching people lose their minds over things like this.
Do you watch Mayweather-Pacquiao?
No.
Did you watch Roy Jones Jr. in his prime at any time fight?
Not like
De La
live.
Hoya? Not live, say like a
pay-per-view type.
I'm always interested in this because
I did see McGregor against the Mexican cat.
I feel like
part 2. I think they had 2
Nate
bouts.
Diaz.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that makes boxing so spectacular to me is that usually if it's a fight that's big enough, people who have never watched boxing nor cared about sports fighting, people who think it's barbaric and hate it and want it outlawed, still go, well, I think I need to watch this one.
I mean, it's gonna be a good fight party. That's the thought, you know?
Pacquiao, I swear to God, my mom called me. She said, honey, did you hear about the fight?
Wow.
Mom, what? You hate boxing. You hate fighting.
It's like a Super Bowl, man. Next thing you have some.
Fan,
oh, really? How'd you convince her of that?
I didn't really give her an option. Didn't give her an option. I think she's a Yankee fan, though. She doesn't want to admit it. Because my grandfather on that side, other side of the family, is a Yankees fan. To which he always says to me, he's like, you could have been.
Well, I mean,
you had it out.
So you consider you're a Mets fan. You have seats next to Bill O'Reilly and
so do you know how much that
Geraldo
hurt?
Rivera?
I said, like, look, man, like O'Reilly's not working. Our bullpen's crap. Put him in. Put him of use.
I mean, he made a lot of money.
Here's the crazy part. Even in baseball terms, he couldn't get paid as much as he was getting paid at Fox News. That's unbelievable to me. But in terms of the Mayweather-McGregor, why I want to do this clip for one is I'm surprised they're taking bets. I shouldn't say I can't believe it, but in May of 2018, does that mean in Vegas, the one thing I always give them credit for, especially the sports books, they are right more than, well, not necessarily true. They seem to know more than we do because these are, they get tipped off a lot of the time. I think there's a lot of backdoor dealings in terms of betting and a lot of things can change. So when they say the Warriors over-under is 66.5 and they win 67 games, you go, yeah, they knew that. And they rarely get it wrong, I should say. So will this fight happen before May of 2018 is now something I'm actually thinking might be a thing.
Like, why did they choose that date?
Right, so September.
They didn't say May 13th.
They had a date. So September 16th is Canelo versus Triple G, which is the biggest boxing fight of this year, and it should be a great fight. 2 big power punches. Maybe December. End of the year would be one of the best boxing years on record, probably in terms of sales. And if you think Canelo versus Triple G is going to sell pay-per-views, and you think the UFC can sell pay-per-views, if you think Skinamax, late night adult films when you're 12 years old, sells pay-per-views, it ain't going to touch Mayweather versus
So
McGregor.
the question, you're frustrated by this, but how much have you put down on McGregor now?
I put down.
You already have.
I put down $20 on McGregor to knock him out.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I'll find you the
This
ticket.
guy's so frustrated about this world of gambling and putting down money before anything happens, but he puts down
I did it
some
on
money.
I have to use, I use Francis's home address. Or no, like maybe it might be his friend's address in Scotland. Because then I can use a European sports book instead. Probably gonna get arrested, whatever. But what happened was I put $25 in to knock it out. It was like 250 to 1. It's like 25 bucks, 250 to 1. I'm gonna retire at 26. Oh my God.
Retire to the bar and have some beers.
Retire to the bars. And then they got back to me like a week later saying, we don't think the fight's gonna happen yet, so we're nulling your bet. And then if you want it again, though, we'll do it for like 25 to 1 odds.
Go to these sports books. SuperBook, what's the name of it?
This is in Vegas.
Yeah, go through SuperBook.
I have to go to Vegas to do it, and I love Vegas. I love the Vegas. It's a great place. Comment below, like, favorite, subscribe. JR's back with us next Wednesday. The JR Jackson Pluto Show, the highest
I might
rated
be here
show.
on Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday too.
You might be. JR's welcome. We could set up the chair too if you just want to be here every day.
I don't sit in the side for this show.
Oh. It's a good point. Close the laptop.